Some of you have shape. Some of you have model body. Whatever body you're working with, I want you to learn to be bold, assertive, confident. Even when you are saying nonsense, say it with a smile. Imagine, teacher is asking, so students, which was the first country to get independence? Djibouti. Do you know the teacher will be impressed by the way you believe your lie? In fact, can I send you an experiment? Next time a teacher is teaching, except young guys, especially young guys like Lawrence, you can attempt an experiment. Just say a wrong answer, but say it confidently. But the teacher, I wanted to confirm, was Kwame Nkrumah from Swaziland? You know? Just something obvious. The teacher will actually correct you. Kuliko, if you had approached, excuse me, teacher, I'm sorry to waste your time. You can be respectful and bold. You don't have to be timid. You can say, hello, good morning, sir. Can I please spend a moment of your time? I wanted to ask something. That is different than, sir, actually, I'm sorry. From today, learn to put a spring in your step. Don't walk like chicken. Walk like a lady. You know, walk like a lady. Feel your step. Feel your step. Hebu gusa sister, mwambie sister. Put some feeling in your step. Tell her, add some swag in your gait. Gait is like this, the way you look. Tell her, add some swag in your posture. Tell her that. Add some swag in your posture. Don't look like this. Where? Some of you, your mothers are subdued. They have a very defeated spirit. They married an abusive man and they are too coward to leave. They say they are staying for the children, and yet the children are being damaged by the damaged marriage. Your mothers are very fearful, so they model the fear. They walk around afraid. And so you come here and you walk like a shadow. Imagine a girl who is giving way to everyone. Sorry, 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 sorry. Even if she's polite, you can see something is wrong with her. You even stop inviting her to things because she does not, everything, I can't. Say this with me. From today, I will show up. Those who don't like me, stop holding like that. I want you to say that. Those who don't like it, will have to deal with it. Okay. So many of you, how many of you are the first girl in your mom? Okay, rudisha mkono. First girls know what is wrong with the family. That is the problem. True of us. They know dad is not that kind to mom. And they know mom is hiding some money from dad. And they know mom paid my fees in the name of loan from Chama, but it is our money. We are supposed to maintain that theory until daddy pays. How many of you are the last born? hata mnakaa. Rudisha mkono. Imagine. Sasa tumekaita kanasema, woo! Last bonds, they are the best in using the remote and knowing which yogurt is mine. So, the last born owns the remote and the yogurt. When they are in school, other people are using them. When she goes back, bring back my remote. Listen to me, lastborns. All lastborns are under pressure to supersede the rest of the family. All lastborns are held on by the parent because there's no other one after you. Wale wengine, they were in succession. Release that, hold this. Release that, now. So, lastborns, they breastfeed the longest, stay with the mommy the longest, sleep in mommy's bedroom the longest, are carried by the longest. Because there was no successor. She is the last one. Lastborns become fun-loving, easygoing, happy, sunny, hello. If you are a lastborn, I want to tell you one advantage to take that other people will never have. Take everybody in the family as a competition. If dad is an engineer, I have to. If my sister did medicine, you don't have to do engineering like her. Maybe your gift is teaching. Do you know there are teachers who became there's a teacher who became the best in the world? Yes. What if he had become an engineer? Because some of you don't respect teaching. There's a fool who told you the bigger career, the better. No. Let me say, it's not the bigger, the better. It's the better, the bigger. Find career that aligns with you. And then make it big. Are you a counseling psychologist? I studied psychology myself in masters. The first degree I did law. Law is lucrative, is famous, but it is not better for me. It was not at the center of my skills. So, if you're lastborn and people are doing medicine, law, talk to dad and say, can you allow me to? And I want to explore what that passion is. They tell you BCom has job, teaching has job. But you have a funny gift which is not famous. Public speaking. A funny gift which is not popular. You simply want to study robotics. You are obsessed with those drones, automated things. Pick that field and go with it. You are obsessed with higher style of farming. Because in school we think that is a dirty work, so people laugh at it. That's how idiots we are. Millionaires like the Kenyatta family are farmers. Look at you. You have nothing and you're laughing at millionaires. Who is the fool here? Guys who own Brookside, Delamere, they are raking in millions. And you want, me, I want a clean job. I can't go to farming. Kajingai. So, if you are the lastborn, try to persuade them to allow you to do your farming. Tell them, there's something I want to do. I want to do a degree here and a master's in China. I want to see the advanced form. Or Switzerland. Study what you want to farm. I want to do fishing on a higher scale. So let me go to Japan. If you're lastborn, take that chance. If you're firstborn, I want to tell you the following. Firstborns are so involved in family raising that I always say they have an experience in raising a family even before they get their own. Usually, they don't converse with their age mates because they are used to conversing with adults that age mates sound childish. They listen to classmates talking and they can't even say what they are thinking because it will come out badly. Childishness. They're complaining about the teacher who looked at me funny. And you, as a firstborn, you're asking them, you are here for 4 years, my friend. Now 2 years to go. If you start a fight with a teacher who has already run their career and you have nothing, who do you stand to win? Humble yourself. Avoid battles. Pick your battles. Firstborns can think like adults even when they are children. Sometimes they want to tell mommy your argument is foolish, but she remembers this is my mom. Can you imagine? A teacher can be making announcements and asserting their power. Today, those of you did. And the first one is saying, and then you don't want to be seen as proud, but people are repeating things you learned a long time ago. You're wondering, do we have to repeat this? Middle child, how many of you, you are squeezed somewhere in between? Okay, sorry. Second daughter. Even if there's a son, but you are the second girl. There's a girl above you, you're the second girl. Up and down. Thank you. You are a free spirit. Follow your free spirit. You like journalism, modeling the untraditional careers. Because you have a point to prove against your sister, Kajingai. Second daughters, they are very liberal spirits. They want, that's why they end up, many of them, without knowing that their liberty was meant to give them an unconventional direction. They take it for rebellion, so they start rebelling. If you rebel, you're fighting against your own path. Choose something they are not used to. Pick a career that they're not used to and make it popular. Today we have people who, I want you to study the history of second daughters, second borns, and how they, when the son is the firstborn, his trajectory is really different. Middle children are squeezed in, they are lost. They have nothing special. Firstborns have an automatic title, deputy to the parent. When the firstborn says you better obey because parents will rubber stamp. Unajaribu kushtaki, you try to report what she did, you are added. If in fact you said the firstborn, you try to be in terms with the firstborn and you know it will be well with the parents. If she only passes a word, you are sorted. You came home late, but you say, ni nani walikuwa wamemtuma, niliwaambia wasirudie. Then you are sorted. Lastborn is the toto. And lastborns know gossip. They know who is friend with who is who. You know, they can worm out. They can worm secrets from everyone. They can get you to tell them your secret. So they know the secrets of this secret. So people can be arguing, and the last one is keeping going with a mischievous smile, as if they know something nobody else knows. And then they tell you a clue. Let me tell you guys, stop wasting time. This thing will go this way, and it goes that way. Then you come ask them, how did you know? Follow me. Now, you're studying at a time when we have lockdowns and funny term dates, uncertainty, instability, and fear for what might come tomorrow. You are sent home for holiday and you don't know when you're opening. You're waiting for darkness. Remember that book? Waiting for darkness. Many of us were seated there, paralyzed by fear, hoping actually somehow the schools don't close forever. Others were happy because they hate school anyway. They wanted to sleep yao yote. They slept a few days, and the ribs got tired. So they're seated there on the sofa, not quite asleep, too lazy to do anything, hoping the sleep comes again. When they have to go to the washroom, they go feeling very angry that they had to. The eagle, when the storms come, when the corona comes, what will you do as an eagle? Study more, read more, expand your knowledge, educate yourself. Look up, I tell you something. Albert Einstein lived during the Black Plague. There was a lockdown. There was a lockdown like the one we have today. They were sent home from Cambridge University. And their lockdown lasted 18 months. During those 18 months, students ran mad with boredom. Students fear boredom. Lions, eagles don't know about boredom. They only know about solitude, which is a special time for doing their internal work. Never say I'm bored again. Boredom is for the idle. Busy people are never bored. Bored means you are disengaged. You are lost. You are floating. You have no direction. You are lost. You are drifting in the wind. You are looking for outside stimulation. When you are focused, you can be tired, but you are never bored. When you're tired, you rest. You wake up, you are engaged. You are focused. You are on the move. If I can stop you from talking about boredom, I will have made you superior to all your colleagues. Teenagers look for distraction. Form ni gani? Wase nimeboeka, tunaenda side gani leo? They keep looking for what to distract them. Learn to sit down with empty time. Learn to just sit quiet. I was teaching, I mentor young people. Those of you who like me to mentor you, catch up with me and ask your parents to pay for you, I mentor you. There's a mentorship I teach teenagers. I usually start with the ability to sit still. Just that. Teenagers are restless. From Instagram to this, to calling, to call. If you can learn to simply sit still, you master your inner being. The ability to focus, to listen, to smile, to reflect. That is a superpower. Even as you're listening, I can tell the depth of your attention now. When somebody is listening deeply, you see them catching nuances. They catch jokes quickly. They process. When a person is doing in a distracted manner, they sleep a little bit. There's a board their head. They drift around with the wind. Nisikia kiti. Let me remind you, the girls I was talking to from 2 years ago, now they're in the university. I will never find them seated the way they're seated. This is the biggest group you'll ever belong to again in all your existence. This is the last time you're sitting this many dressed the same. This is the last time you are like this. So I'm telling you, when I might never meet you again in this kind of setting. Let me be bold. Some of you we will never meet again in this side of eternity. That is the truth. Personally, we can see each other on media, but personally, this may be the last time. Take this and go with it, and it will take you to eternity. Learn to reflect on your past and your future. The mountain I am dealing with now will pass. The high school I'm dealing now will pass, the way the primary school passed. The Form 1 I'm dealing with, the Form 4 I'm dealing with now will pass. But what I become by climbing it will never pass. If I did not decide to change the history of my family, I will not be here. I want to tell you to stop fearing corona. Corona is only a danger to those who are fearful. Those who are full of faith, confidence, faith in God, faith in themselves. This is only a twist of fortune. It's only a what? So say this lockdown. Say this lockdown. This interruption is working for me. Is teaching me to sail unfamiliar waters. Say this. After this, I will say, I have seen worse times. I studied in worse times. Nothing else can shake me. Can those guys of last year say that? No. The other guys of previous can't say that, isn't it? David, when he faced Goliath, he said, I used to face foxes. This guy is nobody to me. This is your fox. This COVID. Those of you who can still study, keep calm. You stand, you'll be announcing your grades and say, hey guys, I greet you. I came out with C+, B, I came up with an A, and I should also mention, up on CV, it was during the lockdown. Isn't it? It will be a point now when you sit at the panel. So you're telling us you believe you can be the CEO of Safaricom. We have not quite had a lady CEO before, but what is it about you? All right, thank you for asking. Actually, I was expecting that question. Let me start by telling you my journey where I started back in Mudalek House. Then I marched with the yes, you have seen a B+, and let me mention, it was the turbulent time of the lockdown. Nothing was certain. I have worked in uncertain environment. Even this Safaricom company, even this Coca-Cola in Africa, even this Facebook in Africa. By the Facebook in Africa is led by a woman who comes from South Africa. That is a fact. Women are making waves, but men don't announce them. Are we together? Shh. Let us say this and we will not tell our fathers. In reality, who is holding our families together for the biggest part? Is it mothers or fathers? Mothers. Today, judiciary is led by 3 women. The Chief Justice, the Deputy Chief Justice, the Registrar. All are women, unfortunately. And that is the law career, that men are chauvinistic and egotistical. The law career. A woman applied to be the CJ. She got it. Believe yourself. I was telling you how to add makeups. We say self-belief, confidence, boldness. The second thing is competence. I want you to be a master at something. I want you to pick the field you like and become so good at it. Practice endlessly. Practice endlessly. Let me talk to my beautiful sister. So, what do you like to do? What's your name? Hope. Hope. Oh. Wait, can you call yourself good names? Some names, we don't know what they mean, but we respect the person because of what they have made themselves. Isn't it? Don't worry about your middle name. Add another reputation to yourself. Find out what you like and practice it endlessly so that when people come to converse to you, you engage them on another topic other than how you look. Have you ever been annoyed by a boy just describing your legs? Oh my God, I like your teeth. So what do we do with the teeth? We eat them. Some of you have an admirable shape. Admirable. Touch your sister. Tell her, say stay. Enjoy the attention. Enjoy the attention. Don't, and you know, you're being told not to attract attention. I'm not trying to become flashy, showy. I'm saying, if people compliment your dimple, you know, they compliment your things. I like your, oh my God, your smile, your eye, oh my God, the way you are. Don't say, you know, foolish girl saying, stop looking at me. Simply say, thank you, and go. Then you go to the next topic. All right, so my name is Grace and you? Oh, I'm Kevo. All right, Kevo, and what do you do with your life? Let's go to issues of life now. Oh, I've seen one girl with nice dimples. Do they compliment it? Enjoy it, you know. She has dimples, but then she has glasses. So her eyes are not visible, but the dimples are visible. Enjoy what God gave you. It is what causes people to like you. Flow with it. Set in your mind, you live a high life. And this is only a stepping stone. Why should I have to fight with a stepping stone? You don't fight with the staircase. You just step and go. True or false? If you refuse the staircase, you'll be stuck there. Isn't it? I want to tell you the last concepts I brought you today. I told you to rule out. Keep your legs together until you put the ring in your finger. Keep your clothes on. Stop hugging boys because they are switching your switches on. You know that switch on the wall? Yours is there. When they press it, can you imagine a girl trying to continue what Brian started at night in a blanket? Oh my God. The Bible says, catch the small foxes, the beginning of temptation, the imaginations. I refused to hug girls in the university myself. Because I know myself. Yeah? When they ask you why you don't hug boys, simply say, I know. I am respecting my seasons. It's not yet time. After they know your principle, you have high standards, you're patient, you are self-content, you have a journey, they value you more. I was telling you the second quality is, we started about confidence, being sure of your value, boldness. Now, that is one value. Now we're talking about competence. Because I was so focused, they started running after me themselves. Those who ambushed me to a hug, they hugged a tree. Have you ever hugged a person just? You know, you hug a person who was reluctant and you are hugging a thing. And they are waiting for you to go. Next time a guy insists, hug him, you will never forget. Holding your breath as if he's stinking. You can even sneeze a little. Sorry. Some of the boys, they wanted to feel your breasts. They have a motive. So don't allow that kind of contact. If they're hugging everyone, yeah, stop being so funny. Excuse me. You just say that. Don't even explain. Excuse me. That is one of the most strong answers. Can you become my GF? Excuse me. Nimesikia unaringa sana siku hizi. Excuse me. Prove that you are si mshamba. Wacha nikuletee chali. Excuse me. Excuse me is the best answer to avoid explaining, to avoid defending. Excuse yourself and go. Change the topic. Show no interest. Excuse me says, I'm above that. Excuse me says, I know my value. I don't need to prove it by doing anything. Excuse me says, we shall see at the end of the game who was right. Excuse me says, I'm too busy for that madness. Excuse me says, this you're seeing here is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Excuse me says, I am a queen and the queens don't walk around with the cheap people. Excuse me says, you're not quite. It's a polite way of saying, you're not quite my type, but so learn to say, excuse me. And don't explain. You know, I read this verse. The pastor said, no, I remember that time Zulu said, no, I'm trying. When you over-explain, you look unsure. You look? Unsure. When you are brief and firm, you look fearful. Oh my God, that guy. I want to leave you with this. There are girls here who want to introduce you to drugs, who wants you to prove you are classy by dancing a certain way, who wants to introduce you to lesbianism. Idiots. Imagine a girl flirting you. I like you from the as I saw you. I like your legs. Can you imagine? As she's talking, like she's telling you a secret. She's telling you of how you can earn, you can be loved, can earn money, and they send you text. They have so much time to write, to pursue you. Simply use excuse me. Listen, madness will never end in this world. Don't try to cure people of their... No, why do you talk like that? You should get saved. Don't preach to those kind of people. Excuse me. Then next they see you praying. They say, oh my God. Oh. They will even come to apologize and you did not say you were offended. Did I offend you? I think. Excuse me. Because if you start, they're trying to see how you think. And if you start talking, they will read your mind. Just excuse yourself. One of your friends betrays you, goes to talk about you there. What you say that you are saying. We hear that you talked about Ayaya. Excuse me. On my Facebook page, this is how I execute excuse me. Right now I'm over 230,000. Do some of you follow me on my page? Yes. So there are people who come there bashing. Yeah, say. The way there's a button called ban and delete. That is the perfect example of excuse me. I don't answer, I don't engage. Excuse me. Remove yourself from my space. I want to leave you this one word. I want me and you to meet. There's some of you want to give an appointment. I want to give some of you an appointment. Those who choose. Greatness is not for the chosen few, it's for the few who choose. Greatness is not for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose. So I want to, those of you who are appointed, those of you who are my colleagues in greatness, I want us to meet in Villarosa Kempinski. We went there with my wife and we found Professor Diongo just seated, Gogi Diongo seated there reading dictionaries. And she was very happy to interact with a great man. When you go to great places, you meet great people easily. Those of you who are choosing, I want us to meet in France, Paris, France. Let us meet in Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Let us meet in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Choose not to ruin your life through premarital sex. If you don't hear this, this might be the last invitation to your calling, the last invitation to your God, the last invitation to be a person, a generational changer. There's a Mother Teresa here. There's a Nelson Mandela here. There's a Samia Suluhu here. You are here, and I want you to hear this message. Wake up to it. Let idiots sleep around to prove anything they have to prove. Sex and mating is done every day by animals. There's nothing special about sex. Prostitutes sell it for 50 bob. Drunkards have it on the road. Somebody telling you of the head sex, tell them, I have seen that with the donkeys. Somebody showing you pornography, tell them, you don't need to watch that, just go to the cowshed. Sex is the same. A male organ is inserted, a female. Listen, the only time sex has meaning is inside the sanctity of two soulmates marriage. When there is emotion, connection, journey, depth. This other activity of rubbing bodies against each other is mechanical. Have you wondered the lack of creativity with these singers only describe women's body? Yes. They don't even talk about how you think, your vision, your passion, how reliable you are, how godly, prayerful, visionary, how reliable, how committed, how trustworthy. That is what makes you a woman, not just a body. And I asked you the other day, your mother who has influenced you, or any woman who you admire, do you just admire them because of their sexual prowess? No. You admire them because of their character, their values, the godliness, the grace. What I like about my girl is she has grace. Men don't know what they admire about her. Me, I know it, and I will not tell them. And I want to steal it for you. Contentment with godliness is good gain. Remember, godliness with contentment is great gain. Those who agree, who accept their place in God, and they feel